Hey y'all, Rick Fearless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers Ice House, Punch Wally Garage, Fearless Services. Good morning. How you doing? All right? Today is Friday, October the 11th, 2024, year of our Lord, season number 2, episode number 285. In today's show, we will talk about a dime almost quit and show 'em up. Let's go. In my life, the 366 Project, coming to you almost live from almost downtown Dallas in the powerful CHUMP studio. Today's show is brought to you by Reliable Diamond Tool. That's ready2.com, REDITOO.com. Check them out. Also brought to you by Simpson Motorcycle Helmets. If you got $100 head, then you wear a $100 helmet. But if your head is priceless, like mine, wear a Simpson. They are the best. We are a dealer. StrokersDallasMerch.com. We are also a dealer for Extreme Charge, the best battery maintenance charger on the planet. I got 50 of these going right now. These are on my website, StrokersDallasMerch.com. Today's Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine goes back to 1976. In 1976, I had gone to work for Roach Paint Company. I was 19 years old. I was not yet 20. I worked for a little bit at the warehouse, and then they sent me to work in the Arlington store because my great uncle had some problems out there. He wanted me to let him know what's going on. And because of my asthma, he thought there would be less dust at the Arlington store than there was in the warehouse, which was true. So when I got to the Arlington store, they did not like me. They knew that I was the old man's nephew, great nephew, and they were... it was a very wild and loose bunch out there. So in the Coke machine, they had beer. And I think they drank beer all day long out there. Those guys were crazy. It was like being in what I would assume a frat house is. Lots of music, lots of girls, lots of booze, these are during working hours. And they didn't like me. They didn't want me around. They did everything they could to try to get me to quit. So when it was time for my raise, they didn't say anything to me. And then a couple of weeks later, he called me in the office. He said, this is for your first review. Do you know how it goes? And I said, yes, sir. And he said, how's it go? And I said, well, after 90 days, I get a review, and I'm making $3 an hour. You get bumped up to $3.25. He said, yeah, but you're not doing so good, so we're going to bump you up to $3.10. I almost quit. I almost said some ugly things and quit. But then my brain said, don't quit, boy. Show 'em. Show 'em up. Work your tail off and refuse to be ignored. They want to do all this stupid stuff out here on company time. Tell your great uncle what they doing out here. And I did. So they broke that bunch up. The guy that was the district manager, he was the biggest drunk of them all. They fired him. They moved me back to the warehouse, and they straightened that store up. But it was, like I said, it was like a frat house in there. I mean, it was no business sense whatsoever. It was the craziest thing I ever saw. Speaking of crazy, let's check them chucks. Check them chucks. You were good. Woo! What's going on there? Well, I'm wearing my house shoes. I got some tie-dye house shoes. Got that little fur collar on there. Got some black socks. You got some clogs or whatever these things are called. Clicks or clogs or clunks or something. But these are, say it with me, y'all, these are some handsome house shoes. Why are you wearing those house shoes? Oh, it's too long of a story. Okay, well, forget it. So a guy asked me yesterday, what's the deal with this bowling pin? Well, I'll show you what the deal is with this bowling pin right here. So my pal Gary Queen at OSC, Other Side Customs, made this bowling pin for me just because I think they're cool. So you can see it's a tie-dyed bowling pin. Strokers, Dallas. There's the OSC logo.com. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, that's pretty cool. What about Grandma's calendar? That's cool. Okay, all right. What was my grandma doing 75 years ago today? October the 11th, 2024. October 11th, 1949. 75 years ago today. It was a Tuesday. Grandma wrote, I ironed today. She washed yesterday, she ironed today. Don't they got no permanent press back then? I ironed today. Dick's still working at Simon's. I think that's the grain elevator. It is a pretty day. Okay, got that. Those farm people, country people back then, and I'm assuming now, hard-working people. Dad joke, I found a wooden shoe in the toilet. It was clogged. Hey, that's kind of like what my house shoes, they're clogged. Get off the couch, a motivational minute. Laugh as much as you breathe and love as long as you live. Well, that'd be good if we could do that. I can't do that. I've tried to do that, and I do it as much as I can. But I'm not much of a laugher. Pretty good lover, though. I love a lot of people. But not much of a laugher, not much of a smiler. I'm smiling on the inside. Right now, I'm smiling on the inside. You should see me. Boy, I'm smiling like a possum eating a... What do possums eat? Leftover French fries? I don't know. The anniversary party is this weekend. It starts tonight. Live music, Kim Youngkin. Saturday, live music all day long. Sunday, Battle of the Bands, the Big D Jamboree. The anniversary party is a great time to come out, hang out with your buddies. It's almost the end of summer, start of fall party. I don't know. I love the anniversary party just because I love to see so many people, and it'll get crowded. We'll have a good time. The weather's supposed to be 90 degrees or so that's fine. Before we know it, it's going to be 50 degrees, 40 degrees. We don't like that. So check out my shop, my merchandise shop, StrokersDallasMerch.com. We got some new shirts in. This is one of the shirts, the Strokers Flying Eyeball. I recommend it. It's in different colors. All right, I got to go. Love you, Alice. Hey, I'll see you tomorrow.